Hey everybody, and welcome on back to Building with Whip. Today is episode 145. Last episode we came through and built up this awesome blacksmith. It's looking super cool. We're using some of our armor stand mechanics to make it look like we got some tools lying around that were being worked on. Got our cool first brick accents throughout the build. I guess we got the roof over there with some brick on it. But this is the first one that I'm like super happy with. We started adding some colors throughout the city, going with our cyan and our green. I'm still working on that. Gonna probably incorporate some blue in here as well. We got this cool house that kind of leads up here to where you could kind of live in up above. Still got to come in here and do some of the interior work for them. So I'm still working on those guys. Getting a little behind on the interiors for where I'd rather like to be. Because as you can see, a lot of these guys are pretty empty. So we'll be getting to that stuff pretty soon. But today's episode, we are going to be working on building up our very first official house. We do not have a house yet in this entire city. There's nowhere in this entire place that a house is actually created. Or there is existing thing created. I don't know. There's nowhere there's an actual house. We got a dockmaster's house right there, but that has a job about it. So what we're going to make right here is a few little different homes. They're kind of going to be like mini townhomes. I guess we're going to split it up into two and kind of have one start up like right here. We'll have it go on the first floor. Then over here, we're probably going to have a staircase going up, and this one will enter in and they'll have the second floor of the home to themselves. Thought that'd be a cool way of mixing it up, doing something kind of unique. So we can have a doorway right here. Then this guy's probably going to do like a similar style of staircase we had right there. So we'll have it kind of creeping up like this, going all the way up to this point, and then we'll have it going up to here and probably enter in somewhere right like in here. I think that's going to be a good idea for it. However, though, I did come out here and do stone outlines on this whole thing because we're kind of using the stone base on the house themselves so that we can get some good shapes and color variation from what we have down here on this guy. We also do have this cool little shelf right here, kind of creating a sidewalk area for people to walk along. Sorry for the weird little pauses. There's a bunch of loud cars going by right now. I think it's about rush hour. The perfect time to record videos when you live in downtown. Let's go ahead and grab some stone though, and we can go ahead and mess around with this guy a little bit more. Do we got some ender pearls? We got some ender pearls. Let's go ahead and throw ourselves up here. Get on top of this guy. Pop back down here. And we can go ahead. We need to fill in this whole area down here with some stuff. That's probably going to be like a wood base. But I was thinking for the house is we could go ahead and basically have it coming up to here and like that. And that's probably a good height. And we'll do one more so that that's even with the staircases over there. So I do need to go ahead and bring this stuff all the way up. We'll be adding some wood details and things like that. But the base floor is going to have basically some stone walls going all the way around, which I think will do a pretty good job of being able to divide the area up. And then when we get to the upper floor, we're going to be bringing in some spruce wood and dark oak stripped logs going all the way around. I'll tell you what though, guys, it's nighttime right now. Let me go ahead and get the stone up around this guy, get those stone brick pillars in. We can get the first floor kind of laid out here. I'll get the floor itself in, and I'll be back with you guys soon. All right, welcome back, everybody. I will warn you, there are a lot of cars running around in the background because it is rush hour still. But we got an update here for this stuff going on. I ended up raising up our entrance here to the base, put in a spruce floor here, got our walls added in, added our door with our little polished andesite above the top, did a little bit of a window action here, and to get us fast forwarding through this, added in the same staircase we've used before over on the blacksmith we built last time. So we are up here now though, ready to go. And what I would like to do is take some of these dark oak guys, take you out right there, take this one out right here, and take you out right like this. And then we're going to go ahead and bring in these guys right along here. So we're going to go ahead and do one right there. How long is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is not good. Let's go ahead and bring you in, and we can just... No, that'd be right above the window, though. Because I don't want that to be an even number. I want to have this kind of sticking out in one place. You know what? Maybe we can go ahead and mess with that. That won't be too bad. We're going to have the roof kind of going along that side here, and then this way it'll be kind of going around this area like that, or it might create like a point. You know what? I am moving this over. We can mess around with that window. I don't want to have a 6 wide. Okay, so we got these guys in here now, ready to go. Bringing this stuff up. I wanted to go ahead and bring in some of our stripped dark oak, getting that stuff in here, and then we're going to be using spruce planks for the actual wall of this window. A few of you guys have been like, why are you using all the stripped logs everywhere? It's only stripped logs. All we do is stripped logs. And I was like, you know what? you guys are right. I've just been kind of messing around with them and having so much fun building with them that I wanted to go ahead and get away from this stuff for a little while. So we're back on it now, though. Let's see. This is up 3 high so far. And we'll be putting the floor to this guy on here, this level. So it's only 2 high. So we want to go ahead and bring this up by another one. And we can go ahead. So that'll give us a 3 high ceiling right there. And we want to go ahead and basically bring these all the way around throughout this whole thing here as well. We're basically just going to stack all this stuff going up all the way throughout here. We can go ahead and just for some extra detail bits, just kind of bring this stuff along there as well. And doing a bam, bam. And then we can do our last one right through here. So you can see this kind of coming into the side right there. This will come up all the way through at this point. And we can go ahead and take one of our doors, throw him in right here. And we can see the general front looking idea of this thing. I like that. I think it's a good color transition. I kind of like this dark oak accent right there, not being all the way throughout. So this section right here, though, is actually going to be turning into a bit of a tower, kind of jutting out the front of this guy. Instead of just having like that whole section being flat across the roof here, I want to go ahead and add a little bit of extra height. Ooh. I totally forgot we didn't have a stair there. I totally thought I put a floor in. I was like, we're going to go in and just walk right over there. All right. I'll tell you guys what. Let me go ahead and get the walls in on this top level, figure out how I want it to be looking, and I'll be back with you. All right, guys. Welcome on back. So I'm working through this area right here. I decided to figure out how I wanted this lower roof to be working. So we went ahead and brought just brick stairs going all the way up. I've decided I want to use brick stairs for our roofing material here, and I think it's going to look pretty dandy. Going all the way throughout. I think it'll be a good change for this area. That is a axe, not a pickaxe. But I think it'll be a good fix for kind of what we can go ahead and squeeze in here. It makes this area right down here pretty tight. But I think overall, again, I did the same thing, guys. I did the same thing. And it's nighttime. I did the exact same thing every single clip. Well, maybe one of these clips I'll actually remember to turn it today before I start recording. But that's fine. Oh my god, I'm doing it again. I do not know what's wrong with me today. But yeah, so we're just basically going to step these brick stairs up, going all the way like that throughout the whole thing. I think it's going to look pretty cool. We can go ahead and pull out our fancy green bed right here, sleep the night away. Ooh, that barracks over there, or the blacksmith over there is looking pretty cool. We're just sleeping on the roof. It's totally fine. After this, though, I did go ahead and decide that on this side, where we're going to put the tower, I want to go ahead and skinny it up. So this is now just a 5x5 tower instead of previously it was 5x7, I think it was. So I wanted to go ahead and kind of clean this guy up here just a little bit, give ourselves a little bit more room to work with, and I'm actually out of spruce in my inventory. That's lovely, but we're going to go ahead and stack our spruce guy up here all the way up to the top, just carrying this stuff all the way through. Definitely don't have enough to get throughout the rest of this, but we're going to go ahead and bring in a little bit. Ooh, I can turn this all into spruce wood. Haha, we're good to go. We can go ahead and do this guy, bring all that stuff in there. Then we can go ahead and bring our spruce in, going the rest of the way around this. And I think it'll be pretty cool to go ahead and bring this up just another block right there. Bring in all this stuff up as well. And we're going to start working on a roof here. I think it'd be pretty cool to make a single pointed roof. Instead, before I was thinking about just doing like a lined roof straight like that. But I think if we bring this up into one central point, it could actually look pretty cool. So I think we're going to go ahead and try and work with that guy right here. To go ahead and do this, we'll go ahead and start bringing these guys in right here. And what we're going to do is basically just start counting in 2 at a time, going in this whole way right here. Diagonally going in towards the center. It's going to be a little interesting as we're basically trying to do this from a off-centered angle, I guess. I don't know why I put myself through these projects, but I do it. I do it willingly every single time. So the plan was basically to go ahead and bring them all up like this. Let's go and jump over here. Then we can go ahead and bring you in, jump on top of this guy, and bring that up to a point. And then right here, that actually works out really well. So we can go do you, and then we can go ahead and do this guy. I thought we were going to fall off. And we can go ahead and bring you up to that. So that kind of brings us there into one centralized point. That works out pretty well. I think we can make that work. This side of it, I'm leaving intentionally flat because I want to build some more buildings out of it. Because this area right here, we got to pack in with some good buildings and good stuff right here. And I want to give ourselves as much space as possible to work with in this specific area because it's not super big. So that's why this side's going to stay intentionally kind of pretty bland throughout, besides just like what it would look from the inside, because I'm planning on covering it all from the outside, at least enough to where it'll look okay. All right, I'll tell you guys what though. Let me go ahead and figure out a little bit more about what I want to be doing for the roof here. I'll get this brick roof on the smaller bit as well as that little back section. We can come back and focus on this guy. All right, welcome back guys. I've done a little bit of work here. I kind of got that top bit up there ironed out. Why? Every freaking time I click record, I'm like, okay, I'll talk to you guys for a little bit and then I'll work through my stuff and then I come back. I'm like, it's time to bring everybody back in. The freaking sun's setting. All right, now that we're back, it's morning, it's looking good, it's great. We got this cool front entrance here kind of built up a little bit more. I wanted to go ahead and experiment with bringing some iron bars along here, but then this kind of happened. So I'm thinking about better ways of doing this. But I was thinking something right along here could be kind of a cool way of having a border. But if we did that, we could actually go ahead and bring in some more of these oak leaves that we have up here and make it look like this is actually more of a hedge than just some iron bars going across here to help kind of block it off and everything. So maybe these transition, no, because that wouldn't work there because that wouldn't connect. So those don't connect to the leaves, which is a problem. Let's see. That we could do something like you and like that. I don't know. That might be a little... I know we're working on the roof here, but this popped into my head. That's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing at all. I'll mess with that in a bit. First, let's get back up to the roof. Sorry about if there's cars in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but there's... It's just busy time. There's nothing I can do about it. All the doors are closed. Everything's closed. It's just the joy of living in a city. So up here though, we can go ahead and bring out a few of these guys and go like this. I'm very happy though, where on the street I live though, they're shutting down the highway entrance that is 2 blocks from me here in the near future. One will suck for traffic purposes, for me trying to get anywhere because I need to drive farther to get on, but it means less cars on the street, so I'll take it. All right, so I went ahead and just did a loop of brick stairs going all the way around with a slab on the corners, just bringing them down. Up here on the next level, though, I did go ahead and stack up all their bricks too high, bringing in, again, that little slab on the sides. And now Coda's right behind me with a toy. Guys, this is just the perfect day. The perfect day to be recording. So I was thinking along here, though, on these levels, we actually could go ahead and turn these into some cool window areas right here. So I wanted to go ahead and bring up a little bit of a window right there. So we're going to try and create this on all 4 sides, right like that. And then we can basically go ahead and bring that up into the next layer. So I thought that'd be something kind of cool to do there. Just breaks it up a little bit so it's not a consistent brick face going all the way across. That being said, though, we do need to figure out a way on how to incorporate that throughout this part. This is the part where it gets a little bit more interesting. So I'm thinking right here we might actually need to, so this would here like that, here, there, bring you down, bring our glass panes back in, and then throw our big brick slab on the top, bring in these full blocks along like that. Here though, we want to go ahead and throw in some full glass blocks right down in here, then that causes a bit of a problem. Because if we want to go ahead and do a brick slab on top, we got that guy. Sorry, inventory's going a little crazy. You know what, let's just go ahead and do this. Get everything on that bar right there. Then we could go ahead and bring them in right here. I guess we could go ahead at that point and kind of just bring it in like this and do like a slab there. How's that? That could work. I'd be okay with that. That's not too bad. So basically what that would be, if we bring that around here to the back, we're more or less just gonna, wait, no, what are we doing here? We want to go ahead and where we can, no, you're gonna be that guy. We're gonna put a stair right here, taking you down. Actually, no, at that top point, that is, I feel so confused right here. I feel so freaking confused. Basically, the window is gonna be going right here with 2 full blocks right like that. We can go to bam, bam, and there, and I guess this actually isn't even going all the way around the outside, so we can go ahead and do a little action right here, basically just trying to work our way up the top of this guy, and I think that'll probably give us a good solid point right in here where we can start bringing everything in here as just the mess that it's going to be working its way all the way up to the top. This guy though, we're going to need to break and do some brick action right like that, bringing this stuff all the way. Basically, the idea is that we need to go ahead and cover all these different angles that we have opened up here. Basically, whatever it's going to be, we need to go ahead and figure out different ways that we can cover up this junk of a spruce area down here. I don't really know, guys. I don't know what I got myself into doing. Like, hey, you know what we should do? We should do a completely angled roof. That sounds like a great idea. Yeah, you know what? That was not a good idea. It's okay, though. We're almost done. Let's go ahead and get these last ones on here onto the top. We can go ahead and do this guy right here, too. And bam, and bam. And then do we... Oh, I don't have any fences on me. I wanted to go ahead and do like fence, iron bar on the top. But let's just take a look at this guy. See how it's looking. That is way better than I thought it would be. I actually kind of like that. Let's see what it looks like from down here. It looks like a little like crumpled up wizard's hat. I like that. I think that we can make that work. I think we can make this work. I'll tell you guys what though. Let me go ahead and mess around with this guy. Get a few different view angles on it. Hopefully get some of this traffic outside my window cleared out so I can work on this more peacefully. But yeah, let me do that and I'll be back with you guys as soon as I can. Alright guys, so I know a lot of what we do here is kind of big progress updates on large things that have been finished. And I want to go ahead and bring you guys in and show you guys what I'm doing as far as the little tiny details throughout here. I decided for the railing across here just to use these acacia trapdoors to bring that highlight of that kind of burnt orange color in here, which I really am happy with how we changed up the acacia trapdoors to kind of get this color in here. This is taking the new texture that Joppa made for him and basically just overlaying it with the darkened color that we have on our acacia bricks. Now to help add a little bit more contrast into the area, I came down here and created a little garden using our dark prismarine and stone brick design with the podzol as the soil. And then we're hiding in a few lilacs and just oak leaf bushes throughout here. And I think it gave a really cool feel to this area. I really like it. I think I am going to go ahead and change this guy here though. I do want to go ahead and make that one a little bit cleaner like that. Because before it just looked like a full block. Actually, instead of that, what if we just kind of turn you in? That works. That works just perfectly. Okay, so after we did this guy, I was thinking about coming up here and I was like, you know what? We could go ahead and just do the typical crates in the corner, throw everything back here, and then just kind of leave it as is. Koda's in his crate right now, but I want to come in here and make like a little bit of like a seating area or something like that so people could come out here. Okay, he's out of his crate now. I wanted to come in here and create like a little bit of a seating area. Now that I'm looking at it, I kind of want to make one right in here too, or I want to go ahead and do like another little bit of a flower pot right along there. I think that might actually be a better idea. Huh. Well, I'll come back and think about that one soon. I actually really like those oak leaves right there too. But next thing is I want to go ahead and jump our way all the way up here to the top. So the top of this guy is very bricky. And I don't like it. I don't like how bricky it is. I know we literally just made it. And I went ahead and threw some flower pots around here as well. Just on each of the corners, trying to think if that would be the way of highlighting it up and making a little bit more color shine through this guy. But that's just still not doing it for me. So I want to go ahead and through here, I wanted to go ahead and create a chimney. So we're going to have like a central chimney that's going to be heating up the upper floor of this guy. So we'll kind of have it going like right into this area or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure out the interiors of it later on. But right now we're focusing on the exterior. Let's go ahead and jump our ways back up here to the top again. And you can see right here, we got this one wide one, but I want to go ahead and actually make it two wide. So we'll go ahead and have this guy coming all the way up here. And we're basically going to go ahead and kind of snake it up through that area right here. And I was thinking it would be really cool to kind of just go ahead and mess around with a kind of more of a high detailed chimney throughout here. And then just kind of having something pop all the way up here to the top. Throw a cobblestone slabby thing or a cobblestone wall and then a slab on top of it. I feel like there's gonna be so much background noise in this video and I'm really sorry about that. It's really disappointing. But I was thinking about we could go ahead and do something like this. Koda's doing his thing. The traffic outside is back. Waited a freaking hour and a half to bring you guys back in for some next stuff. Maybe we go ahead and through here, we kind of go ahead and create in a little bit of this lower point as well, just to kind of help add some extra depth to it so it's not just that big tall flat line thing. But I was thinking something like that would be cool. And then we need to obviously have a way for our heat to get down to the base area. Okay, it appears like Koda is now done munching on his toy for a sec, so we can go and do this one. We're gonna go ahead and bring this guy all the way down here to the corner and bring a stone brick pillar that's gonna come up all the way throughout the house, and hopefully it should be pretty cool. I lied, he went to his water dish. Man, today is not working out for me, guys. Today is not working out for me at all. Anyways, I was thinking we could go ahead and make something like that. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit more detail work on my own. And I'll be back with you guys when it's a little bit quieter. All right, everybody, welcome on back. So we got this guy pretty much finished up here, and it is looking fine and dandy. I was just sitting there waiting for a really loud street cleaner to go by. I don't know, that's the freaking theme of this episode. It's freaking 11:30 at night, and they're still going by. But yeah, I was sitting out there, and I was just thinking, like, looking at this corner right here, I was like, it'd be so cool if we just had, like, a black cat sitting right on top of this. I don't know why, just picture that, guys. Picture that with me. I'm not crazy, I swear. Just like a nice little cat, like, sitting behind the bars, just kind of looking down over the street. Thought that was such a cool idea. We might have to start bringing some more animals in here just to get those extra shapes and variety and things like that in the place too. But yeah, overall, I'm really happy with this place. It's super cool the way it turned out, how it's kind of ending right now. Really prepping to be adding into a building kind of going up this way. So we'll get to that guy here very soon. Maybe next episode, we'll see. But I went ahead and brought in another table and chairs right there. And we got this guy back here through some bushes behind there. I was trying to do a painting or something, but the paintings just looked weird. It was like, why look at a painting there when there's this big view, out here? Sorry. I was thinking it'd be like a cool mural or something, but I couldn't get a good one on there. So maybe if you guys have other ideas on how we could use something in there, that'd be cool. Fun fact though, flower pots can now be placed on anything, which means that you can put them literally anywhere in the world. You can float them. You can do whatever you want with them. I swear that wasn't the case before. I thought they could only be placed on full solid blocks. But yeah, found that out. I did go ahead and add some stairs up into the top roof area just to give a little bit of variation and break it up a little bit. It makes it look a little bit more run down and older, like this building's been one of the older ones in the area. But anyways, guys, that's going to have to call it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We'll be getting a lot more work done here in the near future. We'll probably try and focus on finishing up this little corner here. I think that might be a good way to do it. And then, yeah, so there's the back of that guy with a little bit of that overhang going on right there. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It's time to get into our commenter question of the day, though, so let's get this guy going. This one is from Chandler Davis saying, I noticed on your map that the only access to the sea with the port is through Castle Bleakrock, a jungle swamp area in the south. With Bleakrock's channel is too small for ships. Maybe there could be some sort of river trade route through the it's supposed to say south right there. Through the south with native villages that, there's a whole page missing in this thing. I totally had a whole page. I don't even know, guys. Basically, I'll show you, possible future region projects from Chandler Davis. I'm sorry about your book, man. I'm sorry. So, he's talking about this area right here. We are at this port city right up here. We got Bleakrock right there, and right through that area currently is our only like large access area to the big ocean out here. So my original plan was actually to take this guy right here and kind of expand it and break it open a few more blocks just so that some ships can get through. Right now that thing is actually probably, I think that's about like 12 wide, so we'd probably need to bump it up to being like 20 wide, and we can redo the cliffs along there as need be. Those things went quick. But the other plan that Chandler here was talking about was bringing this all the way down through this region and adding villages along the edge of that. So I'd actually already have a plan for a big farming village in this kind of area that was probably going to almost take that river out, or we were going to fill it in a bit or redirect it around or something, or maybe like redirect it to there. But I don't know. You guys will have to let me know what you think on that. Use this area for like the river being the full exit point and just have this defending against smaller ships. Maybe another fort down here or a big barricade or something. And then up here we could do the fishing village, maybe another trade village right here. I don't know. You guys will have to let me know on that one. We've been blabbing on for a long time. But for now, we're focusing up on this guy. And I gotta say, with that wall bit extending here, the scale for the city is really starting to set in, because we'll bring that all the way over there and kind of all the way back through here. That's the end goal. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please hit that like button if you did. Subscribe if you are new. And I will catch you on the flip side.